Good evening. My name is Mr. Innocent Roland Mukazi. I'll be presenting about the theory that I felt relevant to my subject discipline, and I find it very effective in my subject discipline. I have chosen humanizing learning theory. This theory, which gives us more information on how students receive, process, and retain knowledge during learning. The humanizing theory is a general way students fulfill their needs, desires, and also show us the natural capability to make decisions about their life and control their own behaviors. Humanism clarifies that human potential and individual ability to change and reject the ideas of biological determinism. Humanism goals is to gain self-actualization such as creativity, problem solving, morality, and acceptance of facts. Humanism shows us that a person who realizes his potential may be creative. The learner may be able to pursue knowledge or desire to contribute to the society. Humanizing links between the learner and the teacher, indicated by good understanding of the teacher to the learner values and attributes. The value the teacher adds to the learner or to the learning environment give the learner the ability to be able to play with ideas and understand his or her own strengths and weaknesses when given certain tasks. This will give the learner a chance to be able to gain confidence in their well-being as well. A humanizing approach also encourages learners to get information and capture the knowledge gained from the teacher. This promotes positivity in different platforms around the learners. Humanization has the potential to help the learner to be able to identify themselves as future leaders or citizens of our country, which is South Africa. This is important in developing the learner way of thinking and analyzing of situations by gathering information from different platforms around them. Humanization has the potential to help learners to be able to adapt to changes that are occurring in our society, at school, and the world in general. Learners come to the classroom with knowledge gained from their community through socialization, information from television, internet, or even through discussions with friends. Therefore, prior knowledge influences them on what they want to understand better or be able to format that information into a well and understood information. The teacher plays a role of being the mediator or the person who plays a coaching role in terms of helping the learner in understanding and valuing his input in the subject matter. Humanizing approach gives the learner the authority to be able to separate the indigenous language gained from either the community or from friends and receive it, and the one that is received from a centered learning environment, which is the classroom. Learners must also consider the ethical ways of doing things so that they can be able to differentiate positive criticism and negative criticism. Humanizing approach is also a process of giving the learner a sense of belonging, honor, feeling of importance, dignity, and a sense of pride. This process is also help the learner to instill sense in the beliefs, in the needs of learning and restoring human values. Humanizing approach enables the teacher and the learner to engage in a dialogue which has the effective effectiveness in promoting a well-organized classroom. Human qualities such as attitude, values, and interests will help the learner to see the need to acquire more knowledge by having a healthy interaction with his or her own teacher. Humanization helps learners to prevent cruelty and acting aggressively so that they improve their action toward others by doing the right thing or doing good. This also demonstrates the effectiveness of a good interrelationship between the teacher and the learners. To achieve the aim of humanizing approach, it needs both the teacher and the learner to have a good and a bold and a strong characteristics so that it will be able to be addressed by both characters, because this becomes a challenge in terms of understanding one's capability or one's way of doing things. I preferred using this theory in my subject discipline because in my subject is more practical and theory. Therefore, this will help to close the gap between me and my learner when I'm doing the practical. This requires me as a teacher and the learner to be able to engage in a positive dialogue so that the learner can understand and give positive feedback after completing the task. My subject discipline, which is mechanical technology, requires learners and the teacher to be both hands-on when doing practical. The way as a teacher I approach my learners will determine the results, that how he or she will be able to perform. Humanizing approach links better with my subject discipline because it consists both the practical and the theory part skills, and it also needs my interpersonal skills connection with my learners so that we can create a constant bond in the classroom as well as in the social space. Humanizing approach eliminates the gap between the social well-being of the learner and the manner in which he or she approaches the classroom environment. This will improve the behavior and the manner in which the learners will be able to determine the wrong and the right when performing the task. Humanizing approach also eliminates in the way in which learners interact with other learners, meaning peer-to-peer learning, so that it can improve the confidence that is built amongst themselves when I'm not around or in my absence. So this approach I feel very appropriate for me as a practical teacher to be able to determine or give the learner the platform to be able to determine his or herself self-value or self-esteem. I thank you very much. Thank you.